Hello. Yeah, it's been a while since I've updated. Still got the Oldsmobile. Sold the 50 Pontiac. And now I've got a 53 GMC half-ton. Which, sorry I haven't updated you on. Anyway, it's not an original paint, but it is an original truck. Got a nice 80s carpet with a nice 80s headliner. But I have started to put it back to original for the door panels, which are brown. Eventually I'm going to change the seats over to brown, and then I'm going to do the headliner at some point. Turn it back to brown. It's been repainted on the inside too. Not sure what color it would have originally been, but it's silver right now. I think it's okay. You know, I mean, not the end of the world. Brown door panels with silver doors. Could be worse. But for now, I'm just worried about doing the door panels. Going to do the seats, do the headliner, and replace the windshield, which I should do anyway if I'm going to do the headliner, since it's got a bit of a crack in it and some other little chips. But it's just over 60,000 miles on this truck. Got a straight 6 235. It's a Canadian truck, so it's good. You know, it's original. It needs a little work. It got some stuff. I think that's a vacuum canister from an Oldsmobile, a 60s Oldsmobile, but I'm not sure. It's just a wild ass guess. But otherwise, it seems to be good. I think I've got a little bit of an oil leak. Well, I know I've got a little bit of an oil leak just from the top thing here. And truck gets a little hot. Gets pretty steamy in here. So I'm going to have the cooling system flushed out and actually open the thermostat up to make sure I actually do have a thermostat in there. I'm not even sure if I do. Wiring's all original and sort of crummy, but everything does work in the truck. I replaced the fuel filter down there a couple weeks ago, so that's starting to run a lot better. I'm going to have to get the starter rebuilt. Here, it's dragging a bit. I'm going to have that done this winter, but the heater works good, and horn and everything else seems to work good. It's not really a bad truck. Anyway, I got a letter back from GM I sent off to say, hey, what's the original state of this? So the situation is, this truck originally came from the factory in a color called airway blue. There was a commercial blue, which was the darker blue that this sort of is reminiscent of. And then there was an airway blue. Now, I can't find any reference to Canadian GM paint colors with airway blue, so I really wasn't sure what kind of shade of blue that was. Today I started replacing rubber bumpers here just to reset my hood a little bit because it needs a little bit of resetting. So I was putting those in, and I was cutting out the old rubber from the side of the hood here, and you can see that they left the rubber on and repainted this blue right over these. So lo and behold, when I pulled them off, that's the blue that's underneath them. So I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% confident to say that this is airway blue, which is a really light color blue, and I can't remember even seeing another truck around here, at least, or even online. It's just some rubber left over that I haven't picked off yet, but that's the blue. I don't mind it. I think it's good. I want to get this truck put back to the way it was as best as possible, and I'm going to eventually repaint it in the original color, and so that's going to be airway blue. And if this is airway blue, then I'll live with it, and I'll think I'll be okay. But yeah, so there we go. Interesting little tidbits from the 53 GMC thing. I'll have to do a startup driving video at some point here. But for now, I just wanted to point that out for the record. That looks like airway blue. Ta-da! So there you are. Cheers.